What's up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video. We got a unique team for you today. A trainer who goes by the name Uncle Instinct 91 is rocking Lurantis in the Great League. And Lurantis is an underrated pick, in my opinion. You don't see it too often, but it is so dang spammy. And right off the bat, it is totally core breaking this opponent's team. Opponent, I do not recommend you running Swampert and Lantern. Also, this is another Charge Beam Lantern, so just a tip for you folks watching at home. There's really no need to ever run Charge Beam. Spark is just better. I think it's better damage and energy, so there's like really no reason to ever run Charge Beam as opposed to Spark. So a newer, perhaps a newer trainer is the opponent. In comes a Noctowl, and going to swap into Steelix. Swampert ends up coming out here, but this is fine. Probably was better off swapping the Pelipper, I would say, into the Noctowl. Some of the Noctowl stays in, and then you clean it up with Steelix, and then you can clean up Swampert with Lurantis. But this will probably work out fine as well. Gonna come in here with Lurantis, build up some energy, and this is where having Superpower is really useful, because it gives Lurantis some really nice coverage. So even for Pokemon that would otherwise do pretty well against it, you get that coverage. Uncle Instinct decides to bank the Leaf Blade for later, which I think is pretty smart. And let's see what he decides to do here. You kind of have to shield at this point. Probably go for the Hurricane, or I don't think double Weather Ball is enough. This could be a little bit tricky, actually. Going for the Hurricane. Not quite enough, but Pelipper gets the farm down. Nasty. Goes for a Weather Ball here. And this should deliver the fatal blow to the Swampert. Opponent's out of here. They don't want to see Swampert go down. And a nice win to start things off. Yeah, that opponent's team was just super duper weak to a grass lead. So realistically, not a whole lot they could have done. But considering that, they made it fairly close. Next opponent, here we go. Lurantis versus Araquanid. This is a tough lead, assuming Bug Bite. So going to safe swap into Steelix. Opponent's going to stay in to throw a Bubble Beam, debuff the Steelix. Okay. And then G-fisk comes in. So personally, probably better off just swapping G-fisk right away. Oh, and they shield unnecessarily. Yikes. Okay, if they shield this, that's pretty rough. Okay. Okay. I don't know what they were afraid of the first time, because he only built up to a Crunch. Goes for the EQ, knocks it out. But the unnecessary shield on the Psychic Fangs certainly has put the opponent in a tougher spot here. Gonna shield a Rock Slide. Okay, Lurantis is on the frailer side, so Rock Slide would still hurt. Going for another Leaf Blade here. Gonna undercharge. Still KOs. Here comes Araquanid. They're staying in. This is really weird. I think the opponent might just be a little bit too in love with debuffs. Okay. They're going straight Seed Bomb. And gonna get the Final Protect Shield. Going for the bait here. This is a big call. Big decision for the opponent. They do shield, so they have to throw this Seed Bomb right away. They're not going to get there. And this Pelipper is just too healthy, I think, for the Araquanid to deal with. So yeah, I think this is a good example of the opponent just kind of being a little bit too in love with debuffs. If they had simply swapped in G-fisk earlier and not debuffed the Steelix, or if they had simply save the energy on Araquanid and swap Trev quicker, I think the opponent probably wins that game. So I think you can tell by these first couple battles that these are kind of probably trainers that are like yet to hit legend rank, kind of probably newer trainers, but I think these videos can be good as well to try and identify some of the misplays here and like break things down, what could be done better. We see the Gliscor swap greeted by Pelipper. Gonna overfarm slightly, get off the weather ball here. The pacing is the same for these two wing attack users, both rocking the 35 energy move. Pelipper can tank this, so yeah, I kind of like the no shield here. Could overfarm by a few. Very nice. Another weather ball here. I can't imagine Gliscor shields, but it does to get off the Night Slash. I mean, makes sense, but so you get a shield down. Let's see if that works out for the opponent. Has a weather ball stored coming out of here. See, like theoretically, you'd almost want more farm for the Lantern as opposed to like committing that extra shield. Nice catch onto the Noctowl. Is going to keep the opponent in the game. Beautiful catch. In comes Steelix. Steelix is bulky enough where it should be able to live 2 Shadow Balls. And Uncle Instinct, not messing around, just going straight for Psychic Fangs. I think that's fine, yeah. Based off how much damage these Dragon Tails are now doing, that's probably fine. Could theoretically throw with proper timing instead, but... Okay, gets the sneak, and yeah, just gonna let Steelix go. It should live this and get off its move. Oh, wow, actually gonna commit to the farm down. Very nice recognition that you could fully farm it down. Opponent might respect an Earthquake here. No, they don't. And I'm going to go for a crunch. And now the Lantern will certainly be within Leaf Blade range. And honestly, a Thunderbolt would definitely not KO. So Lantern would need to get to like 3 Surfs here, which just isn't going to happen. Probably need to land 2 Surfs. Even 2 Surfs wouldn't quite be enough. And just going to safely shield this last Surf. Get off the Leaf Blade. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. As Lurantis gets the win. Yeah. I think it's a really solid pick, man. Beats like most ground types. Can put in work against a lot of steel types. Really only struggles against flyers, I guess. But even for that, it has some sort of coverage with Superpower, since most flyers that are used are like normal flyers that are not going to resist the Superpower, which is a really good move. Going to actually bait the Bastiodon here. It's just kind of bold, but a nice bait. It makes sense, right? Bastiodon users thinking, I'm going to shield the first Superpower. That'll do the most damage. And this is just so spammy. Going for another bait. This might be a little unnecessary, but if you get the shield, okay. Going for another Superpower here. I would think this KOs from this range. Double super effective. Bang. In comes... Oh, no. I saw the Gyarados typing and swapped Steelix. Probably was better off just throwing a move and letting it go down, coming in Pelipper. But let's see how this plays out. Lurantis does just about have a Leaf Blade, right? So Lurantis should be able to get off its move here. Yeah. And this will nearly KO. Might KO the Gyarados before the yeah, does KO. And it's a G-fisk in back. And oh, this is so brutal for G-fisk. It has such a good matchup in back. But this stubborn little Lurantis is not going to go down. Okay, this makes sense too. Just let it go. Could have also shielded and just won the game. But gonna save the shield for Pelly. Respect the discharge. And the G-fisk is in Weather Ball range. Nicely done. Nicely done, yeah. I think if would have been even cleaner if you simply Leaf Blade the Gyarados, come in Pelipper. But that worked out as well. Another Bastiodon lead. I don't know if Bastiodon can win this matchup. It has to. It probably has to shield Superpowers. Yeah, so it's probably like a bait dependent matchup. It has to shield Superpowers, I would think, to win this matchup. Nice call. Looks like a potential charge move priority here. Wow, Bastiodon holding strong. And these Leaf Blades are added up, man. 2 Leaf Blades already. This third one won't quite KO, but could maybe put it into farm down range. Gonna go for a Superpower here. Do we finally see a Protect Shield? We do. And then the swap into Pelipper. That wasn't enough for a Skull Bash. So it's just a Surf. Going for the Hurricane here. I like it. I think this is the safest play. Guarantee the shield or the damage. Bang. Gets a ton of damage. Another Surf will not threaten the Pelipper. Pelipper should be able to live this and potentially a Wing Attack down, which will be brutal for Bastiodon. Because now Bastiodon goes down and it basically comes down to Steelix versus whatever's in back. And it's Abomasnow. Okay. Abomasnow with a little bit of a head start. But Steelix is so bulky, man. Like, it can live 2 Weather Balls easy. Okay, Obama does land the Energy Ball. Uncle Instinct giving him an extra Powder Snow, which isn't ideal. Gonna go for a shield here. A nice Weather Ball bait. It's gonna be close, man. But yeah, Crunch should be enough here after the debuff. And Steelix, bro. Steelix is always so strong. Just out-bulking the Abominable Snowman. And getting the nice victory. A nice set there. Running Lurantis for Uncle Instinct. Once again, definitely some of those opponents were, you could tell, were newer trainers. But I think it's worth some of these more casual videos. Maybe breaking down some of the things they could have done differently in these games. And some nice plays as well from Uncle Instinct with the Lurantis. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a chill, shorter one. I have a pretty cool video I'm going to try and post later today, including a big tournament run with some really high-level battles. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be an exciting one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below. All comments help the algorithm. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.